What's up, guys and gals? Mirrormask here. Gonna do a video impressions on the game Dawngate. Tell you a little bit about it. Tell you why it's different from other MOBAs. I know Dawngate is advertising break the meta, and I'll kind of tell you why. You know why they make that claim and everything, and why it's a little bit different. I'm just gonna do a custom game for right now, just so I'm the only one in there, so I can kind of run around and show you what makes this game different than other MOBAs out there. Alright, we'll create game. I'm just going to put it on novice because I just want to run around and show you. Like most other MOBAs, the heroes, or shapers as they're called in Dawngate, they're called shapers. They rotate out I think every week or something like that. There's only one other MOBA that I know of, Prime World, and I'm actually going to be making a video on Prime World as well, that they don't rotate out. And you can have a permanent character, but that's a little bit different. It's kind of like a hybrid style MOBA. Now I'll go over all that in the next, in the video when I make it. Let's see. I'll pick Mina for right now. Right here, I'll try to say this really quickly. You see down here, you have Gladiator, Tactician, Hunter, and Predator. I'll go ahead and do Tactician.
Anyone who calls me
And
Dolly
you can
gets
pause the
punched
video and
in
read
the
over it.
kneecap.
I'll tell you a little bit about them real quickly. Each one of them gives you different bonuses for doing certain type things. That's kind of where the meta breaking comes in. Like, you don't necessarily, if you play a certain class, you don't necessarily have to be a jungler, so to speak. You can be a tactician. A tacticianer, I think that's enough time on Gladiator. Tacticianer lets you gain extra gold or VM in this game just by being in the lane when things die. Hunter's kind of your jungler type role. I'm trying to hurry up and click through these. You guys can pause the video and stuff and read these, or check them out somewhere else on another site. But just know that each role lets you gain extra gold by doing different things. So you could pick like an assassination kind of class, but be a tacticianer if you wanted to, which means you could gain more VM by just being in the lane around minions when they die. Alright, go ahead and select my skill.
Opens.
The itemization is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you have life. It's pretty straightforward too. You have life, resilience, will, power, time, which is kind of like your haste stuff and your run speed stuff, and hunger. And it just branches off, and that's how you build your items. Now, some people I've seen, they'll try to save up their
30 seconds
VM
until minions spawn
and buy like the higher tiered items, but you don't have to. Like, for example, I'll buy this right here. Now see, since I bought this, it automatically makes them cheaper. I don't know if you notice this. These were normally like 1,000 something, and that's how it works. Is you spend a little bit at the beginning, then it cuts the next tier down, so that way you can fill up a whole inventory slot of all the lower class stuff, and then as you gain more VM, you can
Minions have
scale
spawned.
them up along the thing. Let's see. I'm not going to get any
Grass,
help pots because I'm not going to be playing an entire match because this would be a long video. You have your spells down here. You have, shield, run speed, that kind of typical stuff. I'm going to go with shield.
Not get dirty.
Now, what makes this game different is you might notice right off the bat there's only 2 lanes instead of 3, and then a huge jungle area. Let me move this around. A huge jungle area around the 2 lanes, and you may notice these 4 dots right here on the map. Well, what these are spirit wells, and what spirit wells do is, I'm gonna run up to this one right here. Well, actually, I don't have to run up to it. I can just stand right here. As you can see, the little guys are running over there, and you see gold tick up. Well, this is kind of like a resource well kind of thing. When the match starts, both sides control 2 of them, and you see this little white thing ticking down. Well, that's a timer. When that ticks all the way down, it'll unlock the spirit well to be captured again. Now, if you don't capture it, they'll continue to gain gold, or you'll continue to gain gold from yours. So it's not like you stop gaining gold once it releases. But all you have to do is very basic. You run over there, you stand on the spirit well for like 10-15 seconds, something like that, and then you capture it and lock it down. And then it can't be recaptured for another 15 minutes. So during that 15-minute time period, you're gaining extra gold. Now you can go through. I'll just run through and show you. You can run through in jungle if you want to. I mean, even though it's only 2 lanes and stuff, you can still go in jungle. It's fine. There's mobs and stuff in here to jungle. And I'll also show you, because these are pretty self-explanatory if you're familiar with MOBAs. The towers, I mean, they do what towers are supposed to do. They shoot stuff when they get close to them. But what I'll do real quick, just to demonstrate Tactician, because I am Tacticianer, I'm gonna run and just stand by these minions, and you'll notice instead of 1 gold, I get extra gold. It ticks up twice, just because I'm in the lane next to them.
I hate you. Too long.
See, normally you get about 6 gold for a kill, but since I'm a Tacticianer, I get extra gold. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run and explain kind of the base layout here, your defensive layout, because it's very unique compared to some of the other games. Now, it used to be when this game originally started out, before EA got a hold of it, they had this system in play where you had these grid lines that ran up and down the lane, and if they destroyed your tower, this line, this power grid line, would start from the previous tower and slowly fill back up until it reached where this tower is, and then it would rebuild the tower. So just because they destroyed your tower in the previous version of this, you could still come back if you held them back long enough for your towers to rebuild. Now it's changed up. Now you have this base where you have these 5 points here. Yeah, it'd be better if I just move it. You have 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And what these do is they strengthen the shield of this big guy right here. And they also grant him certain attack abilities for defending. And this one with the health sign obviously is for his health. Now what happens is, if they come over here and they destroy one of these, what'll happen is this line, this blue line right here, will disappear, and it'll start all the way back down here, and it'll slowly build back up. So they still left in the ability to hold them back, hold the enemy team back long enough for your entire base to rebuild. So you really don't want to keep going in there and feeding and dying it over and over, because you're making them stronger and stronger and stronger, just like in all other MOBAs. And if they get really strong, if you continue to feed them a lot and they're maxed out on their items and stuff, and they have a really good push and they come in here, it's nothing for them to come in here and destroy all 5 of these, like, very quickly. And once all 5 of these are destroyed, his shield is down completely, and then minions and enemy players, enemy shapers, can attack him and kill him, and he does not take long to drop. So you really want to try to balance the lanes the best you can and hold them back for as long as you can until you become powerful yourself. You know, typical strategy in standard MOBAs. You know, balance the lanes till everyone builds up and everyone's strong, and then you have your team fight phase towards the end and all that stuff. But just know what makes this hugely different from other MOBAs is that just because you go in and you destroy a couple of their defensive nodes right here, if they manage to push you and hold you back long enough, you'll have to rinse and repeat all over again. It's not as simple as going in there, destroying one of these, having team fights, and then think you're going to run back in there 5 minutes later and destroy another one. No, because within 5 minutes time, this one's already rebuilt. So you really have to, you know, use a little bit of strategy to this. Now in the center, you have the parasite. Now he has 3 phases to him. I know this is super quick, guys. I'm just trying to, you know, do a really short overview video of Dawngate to kind of show you my impressions of it and what makes it different from other MOBAs. You have your parasite in the center. There's 3 phases to him. You kill him in the first phase, you get a nice little damage buff and all that stuff. You kill him a second phase, you get a stronger one. A third phase, when you kill him that third phase, go, you know, make sure you are maxed out on all your items, you're ready to go, you're ready to push. You take that damage buff and you push. You push, you run in, you destroy all this stuff, you destroy as much stuff as you can and try to knock him down. Because there's only 3 phases to the parasite.
Dirt.
Now, this guy cannot be soloed, at least not with this class. I'm a support class, so I can't fight him and show you because he will just totally wipe me out. But yeah, it really takes a whole team, especially when you get to phase 3. It takes an entire team to bring this thing down. Now, the enemy team can just kick back in the woods and wait on you to almost drop him, and then come in and last hit him and steal that buff, and then just wipe your entire team right there. It's happened numerous times while my teams tried to go in and take him.
This is beneath me.
I'm just gonna hang out here and fight a couple of these things. I'm gonna see if these spirit wells can tick down a little bit, just so I can show you what it looks like to capture. So I'll just do a little bit of playing here. Now mainly, I was doing life drain on all my builds because it just kept me alive. And it regens very quickly. But I've kind of changed my tune a little bit. I've started stacking pure haste and run speed, because I'm a support class. I already don't do a ton of damage anyway, so the faster I can get to people and the faster I can standard attack, like auto attack, I find that I'm able to at least push the lane a little bit versus just minions if need be. I actually got enough gold to go pick up a couple more items, but I'll wait on it. Plus haste also, your cooldowns on your abilities and stuff, it also speeds that up.
Why not?
Alright. Now another thing is your wards. Your F key is your ward, and everyone automatically has wards. Like, you don't have to buy them, it's not an item you have to buy, you just automatically have it.
Too long.
And you just hit the F key to set that down. Now, let's see, won't be long on that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just port back, and
I want my old legs back.
level that. I'll go ahead and port back, pick up some more items, then come back to the lane. And really, the only other thing I need to show you is, you know, how to capture the spirit wheel. That's about it. I mean, this is just a very basic overview video. I know a lot of you guys, if you are watching this video, you are probably very familiar with MOBAs. If not, you know, this will at least get you started with Dawngate. It's pretty straightforward. You know, the 3 phases. You got the early game, the mid game, and the late game.
Coming through.
Key thing is, when you're first starting a match, you want to try to balance the lanes. And I don't know if I use the right definition of balancing the lanes, but to me, balancing the lanes is try to keep the fight in between the first 2 sets of towers for as long as you can. Don't let them destroy yours, and don't necessarily push for theirs. Just kind of hang out in the lane and gain as much experience and gold as you can. Level up the best you can. Junglers will be in the jungle. They'll come out and assist you in ganking if need be, if you need it. Other than that, for support classes, you just want to stay, you know, try to keep the fight in between the 2 towers for as long as you can, until you know, leveled up enough to where you've got good abilities and stuff. Because when you first start off, you're not going to have the best abilities. If you're new to MOBAs, you know, this little section's for you. You're not going to start off with the best of abilities. You're going to have super crap abilities, and you basically just be auto attacking. So you want to just not let them push you back, and not try to push them back, because you're not going to have the abilities that you're going to need to be able to take down a tower. So that's why, that's what I consider balance in the lanes. Is, you know, don't let them out level you, and you try not to out level them. But I'm still relatively new to MOBAs, so I'm still learning as we go as well.
This is beneath me.
Not much time left on that. I'll kill this little group right here, this little wave, and then I'll head over there. Spirit well. Now, you do find junglers every now and then over at the Spirit Wells farming. Even though they can't cap it yet, you'll notice you got all the little workers right here. And they'll usually, when I do catch them over here, they're just over here hanging out, you know, just killing, gaining XP and Vim from killing them. Now, it works really good, obviously, when you have a lot of AoE, which I don't have right now. And I won't have on this character, because this is just a support character.
You are just parts. Coming through.
Uh-oh, that was dumb. Run away! Alright, won't be long, and we'll be able to actually...
I hate you.
We'll be able to cap this, and then we can wrap this video up.
Knees. Ugh. Away. Step aside.
I found that streaming, like live streaming MOBAs, I really enjoy it more than I enjoy other games, and I think it's because
I want my old legs back.
matches, you know, they're relatively short compared to other types of games, but they can, you know, if you live stream for a few hours at a time, or say you're doing an event like I did 2 charity events.
Show your neck.
Excuse me. And I found that when I stream the MOBAs, a match generally lasts anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, and it really helped kill the time,
This is beneath me.
you know, very quickly, because it wasn't like, okay, I got to stream for 3 hours. It was like, okay, that's 3 matches. You know, I don't know, it was like a mental thing or something, but I could see why people enjoy streaming MOBAs. Alright, see, it just unlocked. And see, all you gotta do is just walk onto it. It fills up with little rings. I'll show you a little bit more in the menu screen once I get out of this, when I get done capturing this. Because as far as the basic overview of the map itself, there's not really anything else to show you right now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and back out of this match, because there's a couple other things that I want to show you on no, quit. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's not. Okay, there we go. No, it quit the whole game. Ain't that something? Alright. Well, anyway, I think what I'll do is I'll show you the rest of that in another video and everything, because it's already like, I don't know why I did that. Like, I left the match and it just completely kicked me out. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Maybe it won't take me too long. I'll probably have to refresh the capture on, I don't know. We'll see in just a second. Nope, nope. Okay, it loaded right on up. Actually, it's black again. Maybe I will have to tell it to. There we go. Alright, it's reloaded. Another thing I wanted to show you, and we'll wrap the video up with this. You have loadouts in this game. This is another thing that kind of makes it a little bit different. You do have your shapers and everything. As you can see, there's many of them to choose from. They rotate out. You can purchase them if you want, and it'll lock them to your account. You'll have them. You can use them whenever. You also have loadouts. Loadouts are these combinations of these shape type blocks, these spirit stones, and you have this rectangular section right here, and you can use any of these that you want as long as you can get them to fit into here. And when you fit them into here, then you go over to your sparks, and your sparks are these little round things, and you know, like this one's 0.4 power, this one's health, health percentage, haste, all that good stuff. And as you fill up the little slots on here, you obtain these bonuses, and then when your loadout's complete, you get overall loadout statistics right here. As you can, this particular loadout gives me haste, power, health, and armor. You also have a crafting system in here. It costs destiny points right here to craft this stuff. You can craft different sparks. You can also craft different spirit stones and stuff. But that's kind of it. That's the overview of Dawngate. If you're into MOBAs and stuff, I definitely recommend you give it a try. If you're new to MOBAs and you never played MOBAs before at all, I really think Dawngate is really easy to pick up for a new MOBA player. And I think Prime World is really easy to pick up for a MOBA player, a new one. Now, I will be doing a video on Prime World very shortly, so I'll have that one up too. And that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me and watching the video to the end. If you did, make sure to check out my live stream at twitch.tv/mirrormasklive. And follow me on there, and you can also follow me on hitbox.tv/mirrormask. I live stream there every now and then, but I'm having problems with Hitbox right now. Their ingest servers are wishy-washy. Half the time it streams, half the time it's just complete black screen. So probably be streaming more on Twitch these days. But anyway, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff on YouTube. Share the video if you think someone else might want to play Dawngate and just kind of want an overview. You can share the video with them. Make sure to follow me on Twitter too. My links are on my YouTube stuff. That way you'll be notified when I go live on my live streams and stuff too. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video, and peace.